As a sales professional, undoubtedly you're going to find yourself working on more than one deal at once. You're going to hold conversations with different people, with different needs, with different viewpoints. And you obviously want to close each of these potential opportunities to ensure that you keep smashing your sales quota. But staying on top of all of this can leave you overwhelmed, confused, and I've been there, sometimes lost as well. Luckily for all of us, effective deal management can help simplify and organize the various aspects of your sales deals and improve your performance, efficiency, and of course, the most important thing, your conversions as well. So, what is deal management and how can you start implementing it today? Well, stay tuned. Hey-o, and welcome to Selling Made Simple, where I, Will Barron, founder over at Salesman.org, break down everything you need to know to beat your sales quota. You can find out more about today's topic of deal management in the link that's in the description below. And with that, let's get right into it. So what is deal management? Well, deal management is a strategy that guides you on what the next steps are for each deal that you're working on within your sales pipeline. Because you need to organize, track, prioritize, maintain, and analyze all of your deals, regardless of where each deal is within your pipeline and how far along in the pipeline it actually is. This is going to ensure that your deals move efficiently through the sales process, and it's going to help you qualify people, disqualify people, and boost your conversions. So how exactly does deal management help you become a better sales professional? Well, effective deal management is going to drastically improve your sales performance, and there's 3 reasons for that. Number 1, you're going to have greater preparedness. Having a deal management process provides you with all the necessary information and the tools to help you make informed, versatile decisions. Let's say, suppose your manager is unavailable for a client call due to a bad connection because they're traveling or they can't get good internet access. Well, if your organization has a well-defined deal management system, then you can take over the deal process and speak on behalf of your superior. You can make the best decisions using the information that you've got available to you, and you're going to be able to keep moving the deal forward. You're going to be better prepared to pivot and respond to situations. You're going to be able to create, which is important for us salespeople, a resilient and sustainable sales pipeline, which recovers faster from setbacks like a worldwide global pandemic. The second way deal management is going to help you win new business is because of better consistency. So your ultimate goal should be to, of course, close as many deals as you can. But to achieve this, you'll have to eliminate tons of human error, personal preference, inefficiencies, cognitive biases, all of this human baggage that we all bring to the sales process. So having a clearly defined deal management process can make this happen. With predetermined deal management parameters in place, you can engage proactively with prospects and you can set a correct standard. What's more, having a repeatable process is going to strengthen your sales skills. It's going to allow you to A/B test what's working, what isn't working, and improve the value that you deliver to your customers and make it all more consistent. And the third thing that deal management does for sales professionals is that it shortens sales cycles. And time can be a best friend for salespeople, or it can be your worst enemy. We've all been there, both ends of the scale, where you've got a year, a quarter, whatever it is to hit your quota. You're already on track, things are going well. On the opposite end, when time is working against us, when we've got a week to close one more deal to get us over that target so that we can start earning massive commission bonuses. And of course, in most instances, the longer a sales cycle is, the less likely your buyer is going to convert. Well, why is this? It's because the longer things get dragged out, more things can go wrong. A prospect can lose interest. They can have other urgent matters crop up that they've got to deal with. Again, a pandemic might hit if the deal cycle is long enough. Who knows what's going to happen? But with a predefined step-by-step deal management system, which we're going to cover in a second, you can shorten sales cycles, keep everyone on track, keep everyone engaged, everyone on board. And of course, that is going to increase your conversion rates long term. So what are the 5 stages of deal management? Well, deal management can be broken down into 5 stages, which is going to streamline your processes and it's going to let you make the most of your available sales opportunities and the finite time that we have each day to move them along the sales process as well. We'll cover them in more detail in a second, but as an overview, the 5 stages of deal management are: you've got to plan the process, implement the process, overcome objections, hand over prospects, and then close the deal. So let's look at each one of these, with stage 1 being process planning. Now, you need to create an effective deal management process that can be implemented company-wide. Not just you, everyone else in the company needs to be using a similar process. Otherwise, when you're on holiday or you want someone to help out, or you want your sales manager to come along with you, nothing's going to align. It's all going to fall apart. You need to be aligned with your deal management process across your organization's objectives, needs, the resources that they have to support you, and also your own personal goals. Do you want to just hit quota and plod along this year, or do you really want to crush it? You've got to plan all this out ahead of time. When you're planning out your deal management system, I want you to think of the following factors when you're developing your deal management strategy. First up, what kind of deals are your company working with? Who is responsible for the different stages of the sales process? Do you go from SDR to account manager to customer success? What issues have taken place in the past that have resulted in deals failing? What resources do you need to effectively implement your strategy? Answering these questions will help you get the ball rolling for the next stage of the deal management process. And everything that we talk about in this video, all of these different steps, all these different bullet points is available in the link below in the description. So stage 2 of deal management is process implementation. So once you've outlined your deal management process, who's going to do what, when they're going to do it, and how they're going to do it, it's time to start, of course, implementing all of this. And I highly recommend using a tool to do this. You can use Monday.com, you can use HubSpot's deal tracking software, you can import your data into a spreadsheet. You can track it along and use different columns and move the buyer from one column to another if you don't have a CRM already in use in your organization. You need a centralized platform, even if it's just you and your sales manager, so you can go back and forth, so that you can manage your deals together. You've got to have some way of describing this, sharing the information without having to do it all via the phone or via conversations. You need to have, and I cannot emphasize this enough, data on the screen, on a page that you can share with other people and get them to buy into your system. Stage 3 of the effective deal management process is what's called the pre-deal. So at this stage, you've established the foundation for your deal management process. Next, you're going to start to implement it when you have new deals coming in, new prospects arriving in your sales funnel. If you want the prospect to invest in your product or service, you've got to focus on the solution that you're offering and not the physical product. It's why effective negotiation and overcoming client objections is such a big part of this pre-deal stage. So make sure that you've got access to all of the data that helps you understand your prospect's requirements and then tailor your sales pitch accordingly to them. Stage 4, and this is going to be optional depending on how your organization works, how the sales process works within your company. Stage 4 is handover. So if your organization has a system where the people negotiating the deal are different to the people managing it, who are different to the people who are getting buyers on the phone in the first place, of course, your deal management program, your deal management system has to hand off from one person to another, maybe even from one team to another team to another team. And the thing is, these handovers can be really tricky. Prospects don't like handovers because they're going back to square one. They've got to communicate with a brand new person that they've not interacted with before. They don't trust them. They've got no rapport with them. And your job is to make this handover via your deal management process as smooth as possible. You've got to ensure that everyone involved in the deal management process knows what they need to do to get the individual from prospect to paying customer. This is why you need to be able to document this in a CRM like HubSpot.com or in a spreadsheet so that you can share your deals from one person to one team to another organization and make sure everything flows smoothly. Stage 5 of deal management is when we close the deal itself. And of course, this is where you can take the plunge. You're going to ask for the sale. You're going to make the prospect feel comfortable about saying yes to the deal. And once the customer has signed the deal, signed the contract, your deal management is over. Maybe it goes over to customer success, but you've hopefully had your commission bonus, and that's the end of your deal management process personally. So that is how to improve your deal management in a nutshell. So there we go. That is modern deal management in a nutshell for a B2B sales professional. If you enjoyed this video, why not click the video that's on the screen right now and continue making selling simple.